So good afternoon, everyone. I would like to welcome you to the webinar. Thank you for taking all the time to attend. My name is Kevon from Aging Asia Alliance, and I will be the host today. So who we are. For those who are unfamiliar, Aging Asia Alliance is Asia Pacific's first industry network on the business of aging. So we created the Asia Pacific Eldercare Innovation Awards in order to recognize the best in eldercare product and service delivery that will help improve the way older persons age in APAC. This innovation is also known as the Oscars of the eldercare industry, in which the 6th edition will be held in conjunction with the 9th International Aging Asia Innovation Forum next year in Singapore on 15th to 16th of May. So with the numerous inquiries in regards to the submission requirements, we have decided to create this webinar to clarify any questions that will help participants better prepare for their submissions and also highlight on the changes in the judging processes for the 6th edition. In view of the population boom of older persons in the upcoming years, Aging Asia is always on the mission to identify innovations and new models that will help improve the way older persons live in Asia Pacific. And today, we are very happy to have our webinar platform provider, Napier Healthcare Solutions, to share on the upcoming trends and some technologies we can consider as next-gen tech for smart eldercare, like IoT, AI, and data analytics, that may help eldercare providers innovate their service delivery to provide better quality of care to their residents and at the same time, run their facilities more efficiently. Our next slide will show the agenda for today, which will be latest trends in eldercare technologies, challenges faced in the adoption of technology, best digital transformation initiatives, introduction of 6th APAC Eldercare Innovation Awards, guideline discussion, as well as live Q&A session. So Napier Healthcare Solutions is also one of the award finalists of the Eldercare Innovation Awards earlier this year. We all know that technology helps improve productivity and counter the labor crunch, but technological adoption is still one of the challenges faced by many operators today. And Napier, being a technological company at the front end, we would like them to share on what they have seen in the aging market currently, and perhaps some relevant pointers where we can adopt. So just a bit on Napier Healthcare. They are established in 1996 as a healthcare IT products and services company. Their offerings are built with inputs from industry veterans, clinicians, medical authorities, and patients. Designed with intuitive user interface, their modular products are scalable and easy to implement. Their solutions cater to various needs in terms of hospitals, nursing homes, health insurance, and some of the global implementations include residential gardens in Australia, Nia Moy Nursing Home in Singapore, Royal Spa in Czech Republic, and Meru Valley in Ipoh. So today with us is Sharik, Napier Healthcare's product specialist. They will give us further insights on the future of eldercare technologies. So hi, Sharik.
Hey, Kevon. Thanks for the introduction. So let's start with the webinar here. So a little bit about myself. I'm a product specialist of our long-term care portfolio at Napier Healthcare. I have a keen passion for new technologies, and my role at Napier is to constantly look at evolving our eldercare products through the right technologies. So if you look at Napier's intermediate and long-term care portfolio, I cover two products: a remote patient monitoring product, which is a telehealth solution with capabilities of telemonitoring, teleconsultation, and care management. We also have a nursing home solution, which is a comprehensive solution for managing the activities of a nursing home. It is fairly modern and advanced, covering the complete continuum of managing aged care facilities, from pre-admission and billing to inventory and stock management. Both these solutions are being used by many customers around the world. So based on my research and knowledge from meeting customers and developing solutions in the aged care sector, I will be sharing some key trends in technologies specific to elder care. We'll be looking at a few technologies which impact healthcare delivery for the elderly, starting with AI, or artificial intelligence, which is the idea of machines being able to replicate natural intelligence. It is not a new concept, but the recent growth in the field has been revolutionary. AI now is a vast field consisting of automation, computer vision, robotics, intuition intelligence, etc. But today, we will be looking at assistive cognition or automation and natural language processing. And we'll see how it can improve the quality of elder care. Then we look at data analytics and what value it can bring to care. We'll also see how descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive analytics can offer deeper insights into management of facilities. Then lastly, we'll see how connecting sensors to the internet can improve the quality of care being given. Internet of Things, or IoT, has potential to bring in large amounts of data. And with proper combination tools, it can ensure that each and every care recipient is kept safe and healthy. So most providers wonder, where can I start with artificial intelligence? What we notice is that many providers are resistant to the concept of AI because of its complexity and fast evolution. As a provider, the simplest way to start is by adopting assistive cognition, which is nothing but AI able to assist you in performing everyday tasks faster. So this can be done through chatbots, speech recognition tools, and voice assistants. Things like chatbots can actually assist care recipients to answer their frequently asked questions. For example, if I want to check my next task and how to perform it, instead of calling the provider or the nurse, I could just ask the chatbot, which can in turn tell me my schedule and also show me videos for completing the task. We at Napier have also developed a chatbot and are constantly evolving it, which can do the same and allow automation. What you see on the right is a screenshot from our chatbot. Other AI tools, such as speech recognition and voice assistants like Cortana, Siri, Alexa, are extremely useful in engaging the elderly. Through some of our pilots and projects around the world, we realized how important engagement was for the elderly residents. They really appreciated the nurse calling them to ask them how they're doing when there was any abnormality in their health. So voice assistants can actually help in simulating this engagement. A device called Aleak, which you can see on the left, is already being used in US for this. The device uses machine learning to understand the preferences of the owner and recommends activities accordingly. This makes health monitoring a lot more engaging. But apart from just engagement for the recipients, AI is actually able to increase the response time for the providers. A computer intervention instead of a human intervention is almost immediate, and this allows increase in staff productivity. As a result, the providers are able to reduce costs of care and at the same time raise the standards of care. Next technology we look at is data analytics. Now, data analytics essentially is the processing of data to enable certain outcomes. This processing may involve inspecting, cleaning, transforming, and visualizing data, which can in turn help discover useful information, suggest conclusions, and support decision making. So as a provider, what this allows me is to make the right decisions by showing me what is important to me. To get an understanding of data analytics and its usefulness, we look at some examples, one of which where a care provider or facility is able to get insights into the level of care being provided. So some of you probably know in Australia, care providers are able to get subsidies and aid from the government based on the level of care being provided to the care recipient. Data analytics can be very useful in giving deeper insights into the level of care being consumed by the elderly. In this case, care coordination, when clubbed with data analytics, provided more information about the level of care which was being utilized by the patient. So through care level scores and trends, supplemented with raw data, care providers in Australia are able to better substantiate their claims for subsidies from the government, thus allowing improved financial outcomes for them. Another application of data analytics is in the inventory management of eldercare facilities. Inventory management system with advanced data analytics is actually able to describe consumption and provide historical insights into the inventory. It is also able to predict and forecast the supply and consumption of the inventory through predictive analytics. And lastly, it is able to recommend possible courses of action through a prescriptive approach in data analytics. Thus, what this allows is to help a facility optimize their stocks, improve staff efficiency, and of course, next technology we'll look at is the Internet of Things, or IoT. So IoT basically allows devices to talk to one another and form a network to exchange information. Now in healthcare, we are able to connect medical devices and a variety of sensors to the internet for elderly monitoring, helping facilitate telehealth. In recent years, there's been a significant increase in the number of wearable devices. These devices can track our activities and vitals. And the increase in these devices is enabling IoT to allow more intensive monitoring of patients. I've been working very closely with Samsung to explore the possibilities on how their continuous ECG monitoring patch can bring value to care providers. Implementing this can actually expand the possible users who can benefit from telehealth. Today, as an example, we'll be looking at falls among elderly. Now, falls are the leading cause of injury among older people and are expensive for healthcare systems. Falls nowadays can be detected using a sensor, which can alert the caregiver via the internet. But not only that, falls can actually be predicted. Fall for elderly is a downward spiral. After the first fall, the chances of falling again only increases. And it becomes extremely important to prevent falls. Using home IoT system and AI, falls can actually be predicted. You can get data from sensors and learn the causes and cases of falls, with AI detecting the pattern and predicting a fall before it actually occurs. The system can then warn the elderly to take the necessary precautions to prevent the fall. Now, all these technologies, AI, IoT, data analytics, together or separately, form the foundation for the future of elder care. Every other technology will be driven by these in some way or the other. These examples we saw today merely scratch the surface of the potential these technologies have in elder care. We saw benefits from improving quality of care and better engaging patients to increasing the efficiency of managing facilities, providing healthier budgets for providers. These technologies will set new standards in elder care while allowing providers to see more into care, know more about care, and of course, do more to provide care for the elderly. Napier Healthcare is already pioneering the use of these technologies and opportunities for our customers. We encourage providers to have an open mind for new technologies with the aim to lower costs and improve the quality of care they provide. This brings me to the end of my presentation. I hope I was able to give you some interesting points to take back. And please contact us if you have any questions. We would love to engage with you guys offline. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sharik. So next, we will move on to the next part of the webinar, which is the introduction of the 6th Asia Pacific Eldercare Innovation Awards and the guideline discussion. So if you can look at the screen over here, we have 4 dates that you would need to take note. The first one is actually the submission deadline. This will be on the 15th of December, 2017. And next, it will be the finalist announcement, which will be made on the 18th of January next year. Followed by which, all the finalists will be required to do a 10 to 20 minutes presentation in front of the judging panel next year in Singapore on the 14th of May. So this will allow the judges to finalize their scores, and the winner will be announced during our awards dinner on the 16th of May in Singapore. So if you can see, there's actually this top two finalist presentation with an asterisk. This will be explained later on. So next will be the official awards judging panel. So currently the 6 gentlemen over here, it's our judging panel as of now. We are still in the midst of engaging more judges. Those will be updated closer to event. So if you can see, they come from various backgrounds and as well as different countries. So we have people from Japan, Hong Kong, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, and even Denmark. So each of them will also come from a different industry profile, such as academics, government, associations as well. So this is so that we will have a just and unbiased judging panel, and because each of them come from a different background, so the way they view the submission will be on a holistic level, which will cover more aspects. And next, sorry. So this is the awards category for next year. There are 12 of them, and 2 of them are new, which is Best Daycare Center Operator, as well as Best Silver Interior Design. So for point 10 and 11, 9 and 10, Best Silver Architecture and Best Silver Interior Design, these are targeted towards the architectural as well as interior designers, which looks at more of the infrastructure and designing of living activity spaces for the elderly. For point 11, Best Smart Care Technology, as well as point 12, Best Product to Support Aging in Place. These are more tailored towards the technological and solutions providers. As you can see from the screen, there's point 1, 2, and 3. So those are with asterisks. These are the ones with the special selected categories that has an additional judging process. So besides them having to present to the judging panel on the finalist presentation day, the top 2 finalists of each of the category will have a chance to present in front of a live audience at the AIF main conference, where audience participation will take up 30% of the final score. So next, we have the judging criteria. So please note that each category has their own customized judging criteria in relevance to the content. Most of our questions are tailored towards the philosophy of aging, in which Aging Asia Alliance also abide by, which is healthy aging, independent aging, and dignified aging. So I will not run through in specifics for each category. If you have more questions on the specific categories, you may drop me an email, then I can answer it further. So let us move on further down the guidelines. So this is the important notes. So all applicants will have to fill up information in regards to themselves as well as the organization that they are submitting for. This is so that we can convey the information over to the judges when they do their review of your submission. So submission process is as follows. So you can, once you apply and request for the guidelines and the forms from Aging Asia Alliance, you can fill up the forms and send it back to us. So each entry submission is only considered successful upon completion. So you have to adhere to the word limit. And another criteria is, if let's say you're applying for the Facility of the Year entries, video submissions are compulsory and it has to be submitted together with the submission. And next. These are the documents to submit, which is company logo, the application form, including the questions, answering the questions, and then will be supporting document, not more than 10 pages. So this is what we feel is strongly encouraged for you to do, so that it can help supplement the submission. Because of the word limit that each judging criteria requires, a submission with supporting documents that include pictures, illustrations, videos, any form of references that can better help the judge review the application would be best. So you can submit your entry via email, sending us a Dropbox link, or file transfer. So note the formatting of the submission, by example, like the font size, the file format that you have to save in, etc. So limitation. So organizations can only submit one entry per category. And those who are applying for the Facility of the Year categories, please note that if you have submitted for the past 2 years, you cannot submit the same facility again. However, if you have a different facility under your branch or your umbrella, you can submit for those new facilities. So this is an entitlement. So once you have been selected as award finalist, you can receive a discount of the conference tickets as well as our dinner tickets. And if you are Aging Asia Go Alliance members, you get 1 entry free. And dinner tickets is already on sale, so do contact us for more details. So this is terms and conditions, which I will not go through. And this is the new judging process that we have set and improvised from previous editions. So stage 1, as a participant, you will request guidelines and complete the form with the submission documents and submit to us for collation. We will all send it to the judges, and from each category, you will have 7 finalists. So these 7 finalists from each category will proceed to stage 2, which is finalist presentation on the 14th of May next year. As for this part, as I mentioned, the first 3 categories that was mentioned, Innovation of the Year and the Facility of the Year categories, will be shortlisted. So the top 2 finalists of each of that 3 categories will be moving on to the next stage, which is to present in front of a live audience at the main conference. Here you go. And lastly, so after the finalist presentation has been done, there will be 1 winner and the rest will be a finalist of each category. And this will be announced on the awards ceremony and dinner on the 16th of May. So this is where the Oscars of the eldercare industry occurs. So some of the special benefits of joining the awards is, of course, exposure. So with the awards, we would have coverage, perhaps as a cover or an article in the overall view. So it depends on the theme of how the Alliance Journal will go through. So this is actually distributed through the Aging Network. And this is some of the articles that has been highlighted from the previous edition. So this one as well. So this is actually a Japan company. And these are some of the photos from last year. So these are all the different winners that we have for the different categories. And this is some of the pictures as well. As you can tell, it's actually a very exciting event throughout the week. And of course, our social media is buzzing with the awards. And yes, this is actually the awards actually held in conjunction with the 9th International Aging Asia Innovation Forum. So the theme for next year is actually rethinking aged care, health longevity, sustainability, and affordability. So I do hope to see you guys to join us at this prestigious event next year. So I hope after going through the discussion, it will bring you a better understanding on what to do, and of course highlighting again on the different deadlines that has to be met. And if you have any further questions, you can actually drop us an email or even give us a call. So for more information about the awards, do drop us an email at awards@agingasia.com. And if you're interested to find out more about Napier Healthcare, you can drop them an email at info@napierhealthcare.com. So once again, I would like to thank everybody who has taken the time to register for the webinar. And I would like to thank Napier Healthcare for being our platform partner for this webinar. And I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye.